Hello Year 4. This is our second lesson on the story The Lights on Cotton Rock. Yesterday we read the first couple of pages and we had to think about what might happen further on in the story. We thought about what we already knew about the character or the story and thinking about what we could infer from the story so far, the guesses that we could make from the clues that we had. Today we're going to do two things in our lesson. We're going to read the whole story and we're going to reflect on that. And then we're going to look at the character Heather and we are going to plot her feelings throughout the story. So I've tried to put the video of the story in this PowerPoint. Stop it at any moment that you like. The book is a lovely book. It's got some beautiful pictures and quite a lot of the story is told through the pictures alone. There isn't any words to accompany them. So take your time with the story, pause it as much as you like and enjoy the story. When Heather was a little girl, she snuck away from home and ran into the woods. Soon she arrived at a place called Cotton Rock. Heather sat in the darkness and shone her torch up into the night sky where the stars sparkled with magic and wonder. She was hoping that someone out there would see her light. You see, Heather had read all about outer space and how sometimes aliens came down to Earth and took people away in their spaceships. She wanted more than anything to leave Earth behind and go and live among the stars. So she flashed her torch on and off, and on and off, and on, off, and until. Heather was having so much fun with her new friend, but then she noticed something on one of the computer screens. It was her family searching for her in the woods. Heather ran from the spaceship shouting, "See you soon," to the alien. Her parents were so relieved to see her that they forgot to be angry that she had run away. They didn't even see the spaceship or hear it take off. Time passed, as time does. Heather returned to Cotton Rock again and again. Any time she felt sad or angry or alone, she would sit on the rock, hoping that the alien would come back and take her away. Over the years, Heather tried to get all kinds of new ways to get the alien's attention. She tried radio waves, electricity signals, lights and sounds, but the alien ship did not return. When Heather was a grown-up, she went back to Cotton Rock. She sat there all night until the morning sun began to pour through the trees, but the spaceship still didn't appear. She was just about to give up hope when she heard a worried little voice say, "Mum." More time passed, as time does. Heather came back to Cotton Rock less and less now, but every once in a while she would sit on the same spot and wonder if her alien friend was nearby. When Heather was an old lady, she had nearly lost hope, as people do, but she still liked to sit on Cotton Rock and shine her torch up into the sky. She turned it off and on, 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 and all of Heather's dreams had finally come true. But as she saw Earth getting further and further away, shimmering blue and green in the darkness, she suddenly realised what she was leaving behind. She told her friend that she had to go back, but the alien didn't understand. Wasn't this what Heather always wanted? There was only One way Heather could explain. She started to draw the alien a brand new picture. My family will be looking for me, she explained. Then the alien understood immediately. The spaceship turned around and went back to Cotton Rock. Heather would never forget her friend or the time they had spent together, but it had taken a trip to the stars for her to realise that the magic and wonder she had been trying to find had been on Earth all along. So, after thinking and listening to the story, I want you to do a little bit of reflection. And that means thinking really carefully about the story. So I want you to think. There's some questions to help you. Did you enjoy the story and why? At what point did you change your predictions? So if you thought the story was going to go off in a different direction, at what point did that happen? And if you were correct about your prediction, at what point did you know that you had made a prediction that was followed through in the story? And finally, who might go back to Cotton Rock in the future? So I would like you to pause the video now and have a think about those questions. Right, we're going to move on to part 2 of the lesson now. This time we're going to be looking at how Heather's feelings changed at different points on the story, and we're going to use a little bit of a character plot picture to help us with this. So as you can see, we've got a picture of Heather on the left hand side, and we've got an arrow going right up to a big smiley face, and then we've got an arrow going right down to a really unhappy face. So we're going to be thinking about, how did Heather feel at different points in the story? Was she right up there as happy as she could possibly be? Is it an ecstatic moment for her? Or is she right down to the lowest she's ever been and she's in a desolate, desperate place? So I've done plot point 1 for you, which is Heather is off sneaking out of her house into the woods. And I've decided to put my character feeling in the positive end of the feeling chart. So I think she's probably a little bit excited, but I don't think she's probably the happiest she's ever been. So I've decided that it's a positive experience for her, but it's not so positive that it would be all the way to the top of that chart there. And I want you to plot how you like, so you can either write the numbers on. If you can't print this document out that I've given you in your learning pack, you might just want to create your own quick little plot map like I've done here, and instead of drawing the pictures, just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then plot using a little star or whatever you like where you think Heather's feelings sits. Is it in, and where she is at the moment is kind of neutral. She's neither happy nor sad. So as I say, for plot 1, I've put her in the positive end of the intent. So the author's trying to make it look as if it's quite exciting. She's sneaking out, she's trying to go into the woods, although she shouldn't be there. But again, she's not as happy as she could possibly be. She's not ecstatic at the moment. And I want you to follow those, and you might find that there are some positives, some negatives, some very positive points in the story, some okay positive bits, and I would like you to have a chart of this yourselves, and you can send me your pictures through of your chart plotting if you like at the end of your work, and I look forward to seeing them.